Hey boys and girls, welcome back for another video. I hope you all enjoyed watching our number 6 video yesterday and got some pretty creative ways to make it at home. Today is just a review of counting, but we're also going to review the number 6. And I have some things that you probably have at home to count as well. So I'm going to show you. I'll make sure they're just right. I have one of our counting collections. Can you see what's inside? Things that you probably have at home, or maybe your brother or sister have some that you can borrow. Anything. So we're going to use a counting collection today. And when we use our counting collection, Miss Nikki tells you a certain way to count so it's easier. If I dump that out on my table and I just start counting all over the place, am I going to get the right answer? No. How do I tell you to count at school? That's right, we organize them. Sometimes we line them up. Sometimes we put them in groups of 5, groups of 2. However you'd like to count them at home. Today I'm also going to use my 10 frame. And you all have your 10 frame on your Make It board, or you can make one on paper if you want to make a little bit bigger. So we're going to get creative, we're going to count, and we're going to practice writing some numbers. So I'm going to adjust my screen so you can see my table. All right. So in my first counting collection, I had some cars. So I'm going to dump my cars out. Now remember, when I was counting in the classroom and I didn't organize them, I got the wrong answer because I would just count and count and count and count. So before I start, I'm going to organize my cars. And I think today I'm just going to line them all up like they're in a parking lot. So before I count them, I'm going to line all these cars up. All right. Now, do they look organized? They look like they're much easier to count. And remember, as we count, you can touch to make sure we don't miss one. Are you ready? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You remember anything special about the number 6? It's our number this week. That's right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see if I can get my 6 cars to fit on my 10 frame. They may be a little too big for the parking spots. And I'm not counting this time. Because if you remember, the top row of our 10 frame has how many boxes? That's right, 5. So I have 5 boxes filled in, but I still have 1 car left. I'm going to put him on the bottom. 5 plus 1 more car gives us 6. Just so you don't forget, I'm going to practice writing it for you. I'm going to turn my board so I have a little bit more room. Down and curve around. That's the way we make our 6. You see my 6? All right. Let me get my eraser. I'm going to clean my board off again. So what I want to do now that we've counted our 6 cars, we've wrote the number 6, but what if I also drew some cars or drew some circles to represent them? But this time, I want to put them in groups. Yesterday we talked about our circles, how we could see them in different groups. We had red and yellow. Well, today we're going to make groups with our cars. So I'm going to make my first group have 1, 2, 3. So there's a group of 3. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make another group. 1, 2, 3. So I could say that 3 cars plus 3 more cars equals 6. What do you think? Or I could take my cars, clear my board a little bit, but still keep them in our group of 3 so we don't forget. Well, let's wipe this off. So I'm going to say, these are my pretend cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have a group of 3 and a group of 3. Can you try this at home? So I have another counting collection that I'd like to show you, and you can use anything at home. You can use cars, you can use Fruit Loops, you can use Legos, anything that you have that you love to play with or you love to snack on. Now, this one's a little bit trickier. You ready to see what's in this counting collection? What do I have here? I have little Princess Barbie dolls. I've got some purple ones and some pink ones. So I'm going to dump them out. All right. Are they organized? They are not. So the first thing I want to do before I start counting is I'm going to organize them. And I'm going to line them up again. But this time, I've got pink ones and I've got purple ones. I may try to create a pattern. Because remember, our patterns repeat itself. We practiced in the classroom. We did clap, tap. Clap, tap, clap, tap. So what if I did pink, purple, pink? What would I put next? That's right, purple, pink, and purple. So not only did I line them up and organize them so I could count them, I also created a pattern. Kiss your brains. You all are so smart. So now let's count our princess dolls. We're ready to touch and count together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, our number this week. So we have 6 princess dolls on the board. So I'm going to try something a little different. Instead of putting them in groups of 3, I could just have one group of 6. So if I was going to do that, what if I used circles to represent my dolls? I'm going to make 6 little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each circle represents one of my dolls, and I kept it in a line just like they were. Let's see if I made enough. Good job, Miss Nikki. So we know we made 6. What if I wanted to make a group of, let's try 4. So the first number I'm going to have is 4. So if I want to get the rest of my princesses to make 6, how many do I have left? That's right, 2. So we have a group of 4. So I'll draw circles again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we also have 2. Plus 1, 2. And is my answer still 6? Yes, because I still have 6 dolls. So this is another form to see our number bonds. So if this was going to be a number bond like we talked about yesterday, this is how it would look today. Let me draw my number bond. And my whole number goes on top. It's the big number that we're trying to equal. And we said that we had 4. So 4 is part. Do you remember how many more we had to make 6? That's right. We had our other 2. So we know that 4 and 2 are 6. Way to go, boys and girls. I am really proud of all the hard work that you all have been doing, especially in the classroom before we left, and I got to see everything that you were learning. I can't wait to see the same at home. If you have some objects that you can count today, try 6. You can try 7, 8, 9, 10, anything. Try counting some objects, organizing them. You can draw a 10 frame, you can draw number bonds, you can draw pictures to represent your objects. I'd love to see what you're doing at home. I hope you have a great day. Bye, friends.